Good morning, 8th grade, Wednesday morning, and we are ready for math lesson 9. Now, I wondered how you made out yesterday with your significant digits. So, let me do a little check here. I think we'll check the first page, it'll be page 32, and then we'll also check 33. So here you go. Be sure to check those scientific notation numbers there. And 33 should look like this. Now I think I'm going to have you text me. When you check this, you text me the number you got wrong. Don't worry about 34 and 35. I'll let those pages go. We'll say you got those all right. So you just text me the number you got wrong. I need to hear from you anyhow, and my number is 486-5996. Be sure to text your name. Some of you are calling me, and I look at this number on my phone, and I don't recognize it, and I wonder, who's calling me now? And then when I pick it up, oh, it's you. Oh, yeah, okay, great. Today on Lesson 9, we are talking about rectangular graphs. And there's a few things that you need to connect these rectangular graphs. They're just straight graphs. And I actually put one up here on the board. And there are just a few rules that you're supposed to follow. You're supposed to make them a certain length. It's number one. Actually, I'll just do number one, but let me just talk about that. You're to make them 10 centimeters long. And so when you get ready to make a graph, you'll have to glue together, for 10 centimeters, that's big. See here, you'll have to glue together about 5 sheets of paper to make this graph. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Ha ha, gotcha, April Fool. Not quite that bad. 10 centimeters is not 5 paper sheets long. Anyway, back 10 centimeters on your ruler. If you take your ruler and you look it up, a ruler has got about 30. So 10 centimeters is going to be about right in there. If you can see there, it's only about a third of your ruler. And I drew one up here on the board that's 100 centimeters long. And so, yeah, that's the reason it's a lot bigger than 10. It's 10 times bigger than the one you should draw. But it's important that you make it 10 centimeters long because that way it's easier to figure, and we'll talk about that. So number one's got a little triangle beside it. I'll do it with you this morning in class. Rectangular graphs are figured the same way that you do the circle graph. A rectangular graph is lengthwise, a circle graph is round, but you still figure it the same way. So what you have the kind of loaders that this place sold. So you got the tractor mounted loaders, he sold 10. And the skid steers, he sold 23. The telescoping booms, 10. And the center points was 7. So you added those all up. I'm not sure what for answers you have in your book. I have those added up. So there's a total of 50 tractors, or 50 loaders. There we go, 50 loaders. He has a total of 50. And then you need to change this into a percent. He sold 10 tractor mounts, so 10 of them went on top. You just put it in a percent, 10 over 50, and really you have to divide 50 into 10 to get your percent, and annex the zeros of 50. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. This is 2, and 2 times 50 is 100, 0, bring down a 0, 50, and you got 20. So actually, decimal 20 makes you 20%. Now pick up your ruler. You should have made your box. If you haven't, you push pause on the video right here and make your box 10 centimeters long so that you can follow me. So now I will pick up my ruler, and I start out, and I will go, since I'm going double, it's 20%. And back up here, I should tell you that 20%, if you make it 10 centimeters long, that means every percent is one millimeter, if I say it right, millimeter. So you have 20 millimeters, or you might have 2 centimeters. So if I pick this up, I will start out at the beginning, and I will go 20%, which would be, for me, is 20 centimeters. And I will make a line straight through there. Okay, I started right here at the beginning, I came over to here. And this is tractor mount. So this is tractor mount. M-O-U. Mounted, and I'm going to put the 20% in there. Now, you're ready to figure the next one. For skid steers, there was 23 skid steers. Okay, we're just going to repeat this process over here. You got 23 over 50. Okay? And I'm not going to divide the 50 into 23 for you. I'll just tell you real quick, it's 46%. It's 46%. Now, you pick up your ruler again, and you don't start at the beginning, but you start where this other line ended, where the tractor mount loaders ended. You start right there. Okay, it's kind of foggy there in your screen. I know it's got a glare, but now you're going to go 46%, so it's going to be 46 centimeters, or I can tell you what, no, 46 millimeters. It's going to be 4.5, or basically 4.5 centimeters, or 4.6. So if you do that, it's going to put it, for me, it's going to put it right here. So I draw a line straight up to there. Here's skid loaders, or what's it called? Skid steers. Skid steers are 46% skid steers. Now the next type of loader was a telescoping boom. Now, I don't know if that's a sky track. I don't know what kind of telescoping boom. That's the only kind of loader I do. So they only sold 10 of those. Well, you don't have to do any figuring. 10 over 50. 10 over 50 is going to be the 20% again. So that means they sold 10 over 50. They sold 20% of those guys. So now I will again start out where my last one stopped. My last skid steer stopped right here, and I'm going to be right there. Draw the line straight up here. This is called telescoping boom. That's there just going to be teleboom. How you like that? There was 20% of those guys. And now the last one that's left is a center point. And I guess that's one of those loaders that pivot in the middle. That's the best that I can figure it out. A center point loader. And they only sold 7 of those guys. So again, you use your 50 again. You put 7 on top, 50 on the bottom. You will need to do, oh, somebody's trying to call me. Is that one of you? Oh, it's a text. It says good morning, and I'll get the rest of it later. 7 over 50, which if you do the math, you'll put the 50 outside, the 7 inside, and work it out. And you'll have to round it to the nearest one, but I think it comes up to 14%. The center pivot is 14%. That should be what's left, which it should be 14 millimeters or 1.4 centimeters. And if I put that up, that's very close. Now, these don't have to be 100% accurate. You want them close. So now with one glance, you can look at what did they sell the most of? It's not hard. The bigger part were skid steers. And the tractor mount was equal with the telescoping boom, and the center point was the least. So what this does is just quickly give you a estimate of percentages wise. It's similar to the circle graph, except it's just a bar graph. It's, whoa, nobody put a title. Oh, that's your job to do that. You put a title on that one, and then, yeah, I'll let that go for that part. Maybe I'll ask you just a few questions though. Look at the graphs on top of that page. Now that you know how to do it, and you can look at your chart, you look at that tractor, the tractors up there, and which one was the least amount of tractors that they sold? We're looking at the top rectangular graph now, the one that's an example. The least amount, the smallest amount, 120 horse and up. So they didn't sell as many big tractors as what they did little tractors. Now I go 30 and less, you say, oh yeah, well you got the percent, so you can say that, yeah, they did. But look where most of them were sold. It's easy to tell that most of them was in the 30 to 75 or the 75 to 120. That was a bigger part of the graphs. Just to get you familiar with what graphs do. Yeah, enjoy your lesson, and don't pull any more April Fool's stunts on anybody else.